Greetings everyone. Welcome to the Watcher and Wanderer video vlog on YouTube. I want to talk about a few things today. First off, I want to talk about what I said in my last video about how I was going to try to make one video a day. Not possible for me. I thought it would be, but it's completely impossible because, well, I have shit to do, and I have another YouTube channel for my music, and I'm making videos for that too, playing this contest on Steemit and things like that, and just working on that. So I'm having to cut my time between this, plus have other people in my lives taking up my time. And I live off grid, which, things happen off grid that are out of my control. Like twice this week I had to thaw out the pipes in my house, so because it got down too cold. Anyway, I wanted to talk about a few other things today aside from that. I'm going to try to do a video at least once a week, every 3 days if possible. I'm not sure if I can, but I can surely do one once a week. But I wanted to talk about Steemit. And if any of you don't know what that is, go in the description of the video. There's a link in there. Check it out. Just a brief history. I started on Steemit back in, I think I signed up for it in 2016. I didn't really do much with it until 2017, however. And I started uploading music videos, my YouTube videos. And then I got involved with the open mic, doing open mic entries every week. When crypto was at its peak, I would say around January, I made my most money on Steemit, which I think I cashed out. Most of the time I just left my money in Steemit and I only took it out when I needed it. But in January and February, between those 2 months, I've cashed out about $5,000 worth of Steemit. You can't really do that now because I think it's hovering around 30 cents per Steem. And a lot of people are leaving the platform because of that. Content creators leaving the platform because Steemit is low and other situations, and people are getting fed up and leaving it, which I gotta say does not make one bit of sense to me. You have to, like on YouTube, you have to get 1,000 subscribers before you can monetize your channel. 1,000. And for some people that's easy to do, for some people it's not. I mean, I've had my channel for a while, and I'm up to 284 as of today, 284 subscribers. And so I'm not making any money, and even at or a little bit above 1,000 subscribers, you're making maybe $14 a month. So why would you leave a platform where you could stand to make a lot more? Why leave that to post your videos just on Facebook, just on YouTube? Why do that? It doesn't make any sense. But if you look at human behavior, it totally does make sense. When people get used to something and then it is taken away, even if it might come back, even if it's beneficial to them and it's just like a lull, and we all know that who is involved with crypto anyway, that crypto is very volatile anyway. And so people, I think, should use their brain a little bit more and fight against that initial I'm gonna quit, rage quit, because you're not getting what you used to. I'm not getting what I used to. But Steemit, I'm trying to look at my stuff. I'm not a marketer, and that's probably why I haven't gotten any further than what I have, and plus I have kids. of a family. I have to be concerned about that. I can't dump all of my money into marketing. Otherwise, I probably would be a lot further along on this thing that I am already. But I just keep trucking along. You just keep trucking along, and it slowly builds for people like me anyway. It's a slow build. And there's going to be good times, high times, and there will be bad times. And honestly, a platform like Steemit really does depend on the number of participants who participate. And I'll be honest, I'm not the best at that. I'm not a good commenter. Okay, you will not believe this. I had to pause the video because I heard something in the kitchen, and I'm the only one in my house right now, except for my dogs. And I have a shepherd. She's a shepherd / boxer. And I left my chair out at the kitchen table, and I had some cheese there. I'm on a cheese kick lately. So I had some melted cheese. She was up on the table with her snout in my bowl, eating the cheese. Can you believe that? But anyway, as I was saying, I'm not the best at commenting. I don't have a lot of time. And plus, I live off the grid, and my internet is shitty. Even if I go to town, it's like just less shitty. It's not all that great. Some parts of town is worse than my house, and I live 14 miles out in the middle of nowhere and away from the closest town, and that town is a good hour and a half from any other hub of civilization. And we live 7,500 feet up in the mountains. So, and this is why I don't use DTube anymore. D-Sound I will do. I haven't really come out with anything new lately. I've got a lot of stuff written that I need to record. But why leave Steemit? Why abandon that and just not participate? It hurts the platform as a whole, in my opinion. But you're free to do what you want. I'm just saying that I think it is very short-sighted. Steemit is probably the coolest thing I've seen on the internet that has come along. That and things like Choon, all that sort of a thing. So why not stay involved in that? And stay involved in all of your social medias and push your art or your content on there as well. Just try to have an overall approach to that, and you'll make money. And that leads me into something else I want to talk about that I see getting bashed a lot, and probably deservedly so: Spotify. And I've had my misgivings about it, I really have. But when I sit down and think about it, they don't pay enough, that's true. I don't know what people used to get paid off a radio play, I have no clue, but it wasn't much. And I look at Spotify as just one thing in the grand scheme of the internet as far as music is concerned. And a lot of people think it's handy. A lot of people, you got to understand, the more fans you got, the more money you're going to make. And a lot of people want, by human nature, they want to take advantage and get as much shit for free as they possibly can, or for very low cost. I have a Spotify account. I also buy vinyl. I have a growing vinyl collection, and anybody I really like, I will seek out and pay for vinyl from them. And a lot of the stuff I like is not really as readily available as your more popular bands, but why not put your music out and make it available on Spotify? If you take Spotify out of the equation, you're going to get less fans, number one, and you do get paid something. You do get paid something. Maybe in the future it'll be more. I have my shit on Spotify. I have my shit on Bandcamp. I have my shit on Choon. Anything that I see is like that I can understand, that I can wrap my head around, I'm putting my music on there when I get around to it. And there's like a few other websites that that I have yet to check out. I mean, and there's one that I've abandoned. Like, what is it called? Fuck, I can't even remember. Reverb Nation. I have a Reverb Nation account from a long time ago, and I've stopped really paying attention to it. It's got some useful little widgets and shit, but that's about it. And there's another one called Drupal. I checked it out for a hot minute. I just did not like the way it was laid out. I did not like the fact that you basically have to pay to do anything on there, and I'm not doing that. I'm not getting involved with that. So that's really what I have to talk about. And another reason why I really can't come up with content to talk about every day is, you know, you have to kind of build that up. At least I do. And maybe one day I'll make videos every day. But I have 7 subscribers right now on this YouTube channel. So, fuck, subscribe to me. Get involved. I gotta say, though, that that sort of thing does encourage one to work harder. But anyway, life for me right now is okay. It's okay. I've got kid troubles. I have kids who are dealing with pretty heavy emotional problems, my older kids. I'm having to deal with that. And that exacerbates my emotional problems, of course. And but one good thing yesterday, I went to the doctor. You know, I had to get I'm a type 2 diabetic, and I had to, and I don't check it. I don't like needles. I'll check it every now and then if I feel concerned. But diet and exercise works. Because I'm not on insulin, I am on some light medication for it, and it is doing the trick. My diabetes is completely under control, but my cholesterol is now high. So then I have to start taking medicine for that. But that's okay. My blood pressure's normal. I feel good. And I'm trying to make good on my New Year's resolution, which was to work more, to get more done, and to try to work harder, to cut back on weed, which I've done. I've cut my weed consumption in half. So that's good. I feel good about that. So anyway, about what I've talked about in the video today, Spotify, Steemit, any Steemians out there, I'm going to be posting this, sharing it on Steemit as well. So anybody have any comments? I'd love to talk about this. Give me your insight. I don't know everything about this stuff because I have a love-hate relationship with technology. I miss the days before technology. I miss that. But there are some good things about technology. It's the human nature behind it that I have a problem with. Too many people are willing to just give up and depend solely upon the shit, you know. I can tell you that I don't even... my wife, who is now dead from a car accident back in 2013, used to call me Rand McNally because I have a great sense of direction. You know, I always know which way is north, south, east, west, just by looking at the sky. I'm really good at finding locations without GPS or anything like that. But it's very handy, and I've even come to notice that I depend on it a little bit more, unfortunately. And it's slightly diminished that natural ability of mine. And I I really wish that people would not depend on technology so much and still value the things that we learn within ourselves and keep this computer inside here healthy. But anyway, that's all I'm going to talk about today. I'll see you next time. Peace.